today I am going to show you how I've been doing my makeup lately that I feel like has been leaving my skin looking really flawless. So I've got my skincare on. Last step was just sunscreen because I am out walking my dog every day in the beautiful weather and we have to protect that skin. Obviously everybody knows having impeccable skincare and a great base to put your makeup on, super dewy, hydrated skin makes your makeup go on so much better. If my skin does not start out looking like this, my makeup does not look that great. So we're gonna use the L'Oreal True Match Hyaluronic Tinted Serum on our skin. I am gonna skip primer because this is just sort of my like everyday makeup, and I try to just skip out on the primer when I'm just doing everyday looks. So instead of putting the makeup on my face and then rubbing it in, I have started putting it on my hand, loading up my brush with my makeup and stippling that onto my skin, and that has just been giving me a really nice smooth finish. I saw that hack from a makeup artist on TikTok. I wish I had her name and I could tell you, but I cannot find the video. I thought I had saved it and I guess I didn't, but I have been doing this since I saw it and it works so well. Guys, excuse my dog in the background. He wanted to hang out and he's just there on screen. All right, challenge when you're blonde, blending into that hairline without getting makeup all over your hair. Now, I know some people like matte makeup, but for mature skin, a dewy finish just looks so much better. I find anytime I add too much powder now on my skin, it really ages the look of my skin, which makes sense. I'm 40 in a little over a year, so nice finish, dewy like that is the way to go. Now we're going to use some concealer. I use a shade that's considerably lighter than my skin. For the foundation, it was light medium, and this is light 2N in the True Match concealer. So I just put that here and a little out here. I put a little on my eyelids. I always put some here on my forehead to kind of brighten me. Chin, and kind of like right underneath where I would contour. And I just blend that in with the same brush that I use for foundation. It's a, what is it, e.l.f. Ultimate Blender brush. I'm going to use a cream contour. This is the Maybelline Fit Me like foundation stick. It's in a dark shade 355. I think this was the darkest shade they had when I bought it. So I'm just going to add a little contour like this. This is a warm contour. I do like a cool contour in the winter, but in the summer when I'm getting a little more tanned, I like a warmer contour. Just blend that in with the same brush again. I just use the same brush pretty much for all of my base. Don't forget to blend out that lip contour. Do you know how many times I have forgotten to blend that out and realize later when I go to put lip gloss on that I've got brown under my lip? Just add a little bit of the residual contour just to my underjaw. And then after I've contoured my nose, I go back with my concealer again, and I just add some lighter areas. I like to do that after I've contoured though, otherwise I find like it's lost, and I'm just gonna use a beauty blender for that. For blush, we're going to stick with liquid, and we're using the e.l.f. Liquid Camo Blush. This is shade Pinky Promise. It's super pretty and pink for summer. I try not to use too much because I'm not like a heavy blush kind of person. And these are like, I'd say like moderate intensity when it comes to the amount of pigment. They're not like crazy, but if you put too much, the only thing you can do is wash your face, right? So I always would rather start with a little less and build it up, as opposed to ending up feeling like I'm trying to cover it with more foundation and making my makeup too thick, or just having to wash my face and start over. So I start blending it first with a brush of its own, and then I go back with my base brush and I just buff it out even more. And then we don't want too much powder or anything, but we don't want to be totally shiny either. So I grab this e.l.f. translucent setting powder and a little poof, and I pick up just a little powder, and I just put a little bit here, not right under my eyes because I don't want to get dry creasiness, and just a tiny bit across my forehead, just to blur. I'll just tap a little bit all around here. But I did not add any more. I just used whatever was left over on the pot. I'm gonna go for a bronzer eye today. So I'm using my bronze palette from Essence. I'm gonna use the lightest shade here. Just kind of go all over the lid and blending that up into the crease towards the brow bone. And then I'm going to take just a bit of this white from CoverGirl. It's just like a single, it's called Eye Enhancer. Just pick up a tiny bit of that, start from the inner corner and bring that across. It's not like sparkly, but it does have a little tiny shimmer in it. I do have a matte white as well, but I just like the tiny bit of shimmer, especially in the summer. We're going to try something different. I'm going to use a blue eyeliner. I keep seeing people using blue eyeliner, and I remember people in the 90s using blue eyeliner, but I was a bit young for makeup still, so I definitely wasn't going in with blue eyeliner. I don't think I definitely had blue lipstick. I don't think I ever tried blue lip liner because I was in middle school. But we're gonna try some blue eyeliner today, so I think I'm just gonna do like a little down here, just a little pop, because we're not going full face or anything. Just the corners. This liner is the Super Liner by L'Oreal. And then I'm going to just do mascara. I have a lip liner from NYX. It is Cold Brew Matte Lip Liner. Cold Brew is the color, so I'm just gonna go along the edge. And the nice thing about this liner is it buffs out really nice. So I just kind of lightly go over it with my finger to soften it. And then I just put on my lips a little Aquaphor. So it's like a clear gloss. Because I figured out my natural lip is my best nude lip. Final step is, this is new for me. I kept seeing everyone talk about it on TikTok. It's the Infallible 3-Second Setting Mist by L'Oreal. It is like spraying hairspray on your face. I'm convinced that this might actually be hairspray. It smells like hairspray. But you spray it on. Dries in seconds, and literally your makeup doesn't go anywhere at all, ever. So this stuff is awesome. So there we go. I'm going to go and do my hair, but the makeup is done for the day. I think it looks great, and I'm really liking this little pop of blue eyeliner. I hope that helps and inspires you to try some new things with your makeup. I love to share how I do my makeup with you guys. If that helps you out, I'm always happy to do that. I am by no means a professional makeup artist, but I do my makeup every day, so I've gotten pretty good at it, I think. And hopefully this shows you that you don't have to be afraid of a full face of makeup, even if you are in your 30s or rounding 40. Your skin can still look fabulous and youthful. You just have to make sure you're using the right products for your skin. Thanks so much for watching. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Like, subscribe, share my video with anyone who you think would enjoy it, because that really helps me grow my channel, and growing my channel helps me to continue to make content for you. I'll see you next time. Bye.